bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast NewsMakers.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Comcast NewsMakers. I'm Mark Curtis. There is a lot of buzz these days about mosquitoes, pardon the pun, and we're going to talk about it because it's actually a very serious health issue. I want to introduce Deborah Bass, who's the Public Affairs Manager of the Contra, Costa, Mosquito, and Vector Control District. It's a mouthful. And Barry Zwahlen, who is the incoming or president-elect of the Contra Costa Board of Realtors. We'll explain why Barry's here in just a second. But tell us about the concern right now for mosquitoes and West Nile virus in Contra Costa as well as everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere there is a concern right now with neglected swimming pools that have been brought on by the foreclosure process. So we have a lot of neglected pools and we have a lot of mosquitoes because of that.
All right, we have some visuals here to help tell the story, and this is kind of important. The green water represents what? These are mosquitoes in here, correct?
That's correct, baby mosquitoes, and this is basically a swimming pool, a neglected swimming pool water. And you can see all of the mosquitoes in here. They look kind of like worm-like creatures.
There are a lot in there. And then in the clearer water, right next door to the green water, there's a little fish in there. It almost looks like a little goldfish, but those aren't goldfish, they are?
Mosquito fish. Of course, and mosquito fish are very good at controlling mosquitoes because they're capable of eating up to 500 mosquitoes a day, and that's what we're putting in the neglected pools to help us with long-term control.
That's fascinating. I've never heard of such a thing. And again, I want to introduce my friend Barry Zwahlen from the Board of Realtors. Why are you getting involved in this? As Deborah mentioned, we've had a lot of foreclosures, therefore I suppose a lot of neglected pools.
Right. Well, first of all, we're really excited to be partnering with Vector Control on this because we do have a problem. If you look at the numbers, behind the problem, the numbers can be confusing. For example, the inventory of homes available that are in foreclosure for real estate agents to sell has actually been going down for the last several months, which might cause some people to think the problem is getting better. But you really have to understand the way the foreclosure process works. You have to understand the fact that government is basically putting pressure on lenders to, slow down the process and to keep homes off the market. And then the lenders have their own particular reason why they want to keep homes off the market. If you look at that portion of the foreclosure process, which is the beginning of the cycle, notice of default, those are going up and have been for the last 3 months. We're going to have a lot of them.
And then, of course, you have people that have their houses for sale and they continue to occupy them and use them, and then there are those who walk away or simply move on, and I suppose that's the major part of the problem.
Yes, right. One of the reasons that we can be helpful in solving this problem is we kind of become the eyes and ears of Vector Control, and because we're on the property every day, and whenever we see a problem, we report it to them. They have the resources to fix the problem.
Yeah, that leads me to a question I have. Can people report, I mean, nobody wants to snitch on their neighbors, okay? So, but if somebody wants to report a problem anonymously, can they do so?
Absolutely. We just want to know where the pools are so we can protect public health.
Yeah. How many of these little mosquito fish can you put in, let's say, an average size swimming pool and it'll get the job done? Is it a lot?
Well, we put about 100 to 150 actually,
yeah.
And they do such a great job.
How many can they eat a day? They have big appetites.
About 500.
Yeah.
Up to 500.
Which is more than I would ever try to eat in a day. And I don't mean to make light about a serious problem because the end product of this, if it goes the wrong way, is West Nile virus. We've had some cases in the county. We've had fatalities. I mean, how serious is it, especially this time of year?
Well, this time of year it is a big problem because one neglected swimming pool can produce more than 1 million mosquitoes and affect people up to 5 miles away. So it is a big problem, and anybody can get West Nile virus no matter what their age.
By the way, Barry, it strikes me, can a homeowner or a realtor, if the homeowner's not even there anymore, can they contract with a pool company, say Leslie's or somebody who maintains the pool, and come out and keep the pool clean, even if they're not on the property, and do the community a good service, even if they're selling the house or they're not there?
Well, if they are still in possession of the house, that is, if they're the homeowner, they may be involved in a short sale, they can certainly do that. But once the bank owns the property, then the previous owner is out of it. However, the bank does contract with third-party vendors who come in to maintain the home.
Okay. Well, it's a fascinating issue. Let me give the website because it's a long one, www.ccmvd.district.ca.us. Thank you both for being here today on this issue.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Comcast NewsMakers. I'm Mark Curtis.